It be seeming like when Steph Curry get hot, he is impossible to guard. But that's not the truth at all. There's one person out there that proved everybody wrong. The only player that was known for locking up Steph Curry is a guy named Matthew Dellevedova. He had Curry turning the ball over, airballing shots. He was just locked up during the most important time of his career, the NBA Finals. But to understand how he was able to lock down the best basketball player in the world at the time, we would have to start from the beginning. When you look at Matthew Dellevedova on paper, nothing really stands out, to be honest. He was an undrafted player who wasn't the tallest person on the court at any time, standing at 6'3". He didn't average a lot of points at all or rebounds. He was just your average role player. Now, this would have been okay for any other team. I mean, teams really need players like this to relieve their starting point guards. But back in 2014, things were just a little bit different. The Cavs needed more than just a backup player. They needed a miracle. Around this time, there was a new villain of the league, the Golden State Warriors. They were on another level. They were playing so good that people were calling them the best team ever assembled. And with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson shooting whatever shot they wanted to, they literally changed the way basketball is played overnight. So the pressure was on. LeBron James had just came back to the Cavaliers. There was so much pressure for him to bring a championship to Cleveland after leaving them for Miami a few years back. With an average roster, for the first time in his career, LeBron was considered the underdog. But LeBron James is the type of player that no matter the obstacles he faces, he is going to find a way to make something happen. And that's exactly what he did. LeBron and Kyrie Irving managed to lead them all the way to the NBA Finals. The Cavs were playing good, but the Golden State Warriors was on another level. The Cavs needed all the luck in the world to pull this off. But unfortunately, they got the complete opposite. The Warriors had won game 1, and at that time, Kyrie Irving had just got injured. So it was the next man up. For game 2, Matthew Dellevedova was forced into the starting lineup, meaning that he had to guard Stephen Curry, the best point guard in the world, for the entire game. Now, before the actual game, everybody just knew Curry was about to go off for at least 50. ESPN was going crazy, Twitter was going crazy, everybody was. But Matthew Dellevedova took this as a challenge. Nobody believed in him. Nobody believed he would be able to stop the best player in the world. But this was his time to prove it to everybody, and that's exactly what he did. He just turned into a different beast. He was just glued to Steph Curry, not letting him get in an inch of room. And he had Curry just playing terrible. He forced him to turn the ball over 4 times, and he missed every shot that he took. Even though he was the best shooter in the world, Matthew Dellevedova held him to 0 points throughout the whole game. After this performance, Matthew Dellevedova was the #1 talked about player in all of sports. Not because of how many points he was scoring, but because he played some of the best defense we have ever seen. He exposed the fact that it doesn't matter what title you have, MVP or not, anybody can get locked up. Peace.
Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it.